I'm gonna pull a Azzmangold right now, okay? Let me tell you something, folks. Azzmangold is correct. Saudi Arabia is brutal, but America is 10 times more brutal than Saudi Arabia. Okay? 10 times, if not 100. And when Saudi Arabia is brutal, they are brutal with America's go-ahead. Nay, not just with America's go-ahead, but with America's weapons. We sell billions of dollars of weapons to this country so that it can continue in its unjustifiable acts of war against the people of Yemen. We already covered this. I mean, we briefly covered this, but like this kicked off like a sequence of drama. This kicked off a sequence of drama on the platform that was very strange, very interesting. Yeah, it was really weird. Like Greek went on a unprompted rant about
6 months.
how
Much
a woman
love
he
from
dates
Colombia,
needs to
GG.
quit streaming and be in the kitchen and all this other shit. I think he's on one. It's whatever. And then he tried to, this was really funny, when he tried to attack Mizkif for having women on his stream with OnlyFans accounts, saying like, oh, people talk shit about gambling, but like, what about OnlyFans girls? Which is pretty cool, honestly. Like, I think it's a cool way to argue. That's like a fun, like, we've never really heard that one before. It's like, no, it's actually fine. Like, gambling is bad, but also, you know, what about fucking OnlyFans girls? It's like, oh, I didn't realize that, like, I don't know, you would, subscribing to OnlyFans girls would mean killing yourself, like, you know, gambling does. Sure, this is more of his trolling. I don't think he's fucking trolling anymore. OnlyFans is an addiction that causes suicide. Yeah.
Officially half-year sub.
I don't know why he, like, is behaving this way. I hope he's fine, though. My brother went 20K in debt from gambling. Yeah. Greekgodx is just Stavros Halkias' Wario. That's pretty funny. Yes, dude, you're right. That is pretty funny, thinking about, you know, Stavros is like jovial, fun, happy, confident. You know what I mean? Would never hurt a soul. Hilarious. Dude, what is this man saying right now, dude? What's going on? He's like spitting shit. Like, is that what's going on? Aware American. Wait, is this the same clip? Anyway, the Saudi Arabia debacle came from yesterday. Had Poke chime in because he got the same offer. Yeah, so from what I understand, like originally there was, I don't know what the fucking drama is on that shit, but like Greek had these like crazy fucking.
Hi everyone.
Greek had this like crazy rant. He got banned.
Anti-vaxxer can't read. One tap. Your idol is fucking Mizkif. Okay? I have no fucking respect. I have no respect for that. Sorry, dude. This would work in Mizkif's channel because they're all like Mizkif. Okay? Once Mizkif can entertain a stream without having 20 fucking girls on his stream that all have OnlyFans with his children viewers, his child viewers, anti-vaxxer.
Thank you, Hasan, for
that was pretty funny.
And
I mean,
happy by
anyway, but like, yeah, it's Wantep.
Love you all.
So then, like, some shit popped off. XQC came out and like, said that like all of the fucking Texas kids are, you know, all the Texas streamers are like, you know, they're toxic, they're cliquey, they're bad. You don't know what it's like or whatever the fuck, which is a really weird thing to say. But I kind of know. I think I know why he's saying that. Especially because, I mean, I don't know. I think that like, I think that that's unfair. I do think that's unfair. Some things that happen behind the scenes, you don't, something has happened behind the scenes you don't know about, okay? And it's kept behind the scenes on purpose. Kept behind the scenes because, you know, out of like respect for people that might not even be friends with one another at that very moment, right? And I don't know. I think that like that was really mean of him to say. It was mean-spirited of him to say, especially considering that like those dudes in fucking Texas have like, they were really nice to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. They have always been incredibly nice to me, and I think that in a way that they've always been really nice to me, and they've always been really nice to Felix as well. Especially when they don't need to. You know what I mean? In a way that like goes above and beyond, opening their house, you know, doing all this stuff. I know what the drama is about. Like, so to literally let XQC stay at his house, I don't know. And he knows why there's like some things left unsaid in that circumstance. So it was not cool of him to say that, I think. I mean, I don't know. These are guys that someone who was nice to you but not the waiter is not a nice person. Yeah, except like they've not only been nice to me and XQC and so many, but they've been nice to so many other people. So they always have like an open door policy for the most part, including with like Greek and shit. So remember that. Yeah, they were incredibly kind. So anyway, nice on stream. Man, I'm talking about off stream. What the fuck are you talking about? Like I have hung out with these people off stream. Anyway, so there was some drama, and then XQC said what he said about like Texas, and then that that piled on the more drama, and then in that sequence of drama, I think Poke like leaked
these 24 months has
this unrelated to the drama itself, but like I guess kind of related. I don't know. And there was this
to go somewhere for 4 days, like fly somewhere, Saudi Arabia, for 4 days and play Fortnite. This is a real deal, real offer.
Don't go, bro. They're going to shit on you.
You know what's funny? In the end of the message, it says Mizkif and Emeru are going. Of course they're going. Of course they're fucking going. Are you kidding me? Yeah, of course. That doesn't make it better for me to go. I don't know how much I can say.
So then after that, this shit popped off, and then obviously like people started blasting Mizkif because he was outed as going to Saudi Arabia. So Mizkif was freaking out, and then we arrived at like I guess I don't know who was going, but I guess like Tifu was going, Esfand and Emeru, I think, and Mizkif were going. And basically, we are going to talk about the EPA thing. Hold on. And then basically, this ties into fucking foreign policy, so suck my dick. Everybody who's like complaining that this is not news.
As high. I
don't know if Emeru's going. I'm just throwing names out there that I've heard. So basically, after this, Mizkif called me while I was streaming. And he asked, what the fuck is up with Saudi Arabia? What's the deal with Saudi Arabia? So then we had this hilarious conversation. Artificially man-made famine happening in Yemen as a consequence of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's actions.
Wait. What does that mean? What is a man-made? Is it like the cold? Like what the hell does that mean?
Like they are literally fucking bombing Yemen so relentlessly that kids in Yemen do not have access to food.
Thank you, Hassel.
Yeah, but what you said they made their own.
They're also stopping humanitarian help from going into Yemen.
Okay. So
wait, is the song going to cancel again? No. This is actually two types of drama that has happened that completely has not turned around on me for some fucking weird reason. Let's keep it that way. It's like political drama too, kind of. And for once, motherfuckers aren't like... I really thought LSF would probably be like, yo, we love Saudi Arabia, actually. Like, I straight up, when I saw that these clips made it onto LSF, I was like, oh, that's it. Like, LSF is now pro-Saudi Arabia. They're actually going to be like, dude, Yemen, children in Yemen deserve to be bombed, actually. Fuck you, Hasan. You don't understand. Like the Houthi, like I really thought motherfuckers were about to defend like Saudi Arabia and be like, the Houthi rebels are actually really brutal, Hasan. You don't fucking understand. Like America needs to give laser guided missiles and refueling systems to Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean?
Shush.
Like I really thought that's where we're going. I don't think that's where it is, but you know they're coming for you for taking Mizkif out of their hands, law? I don't know.
Saudi Arabia is not a good place. Let's just cut to the chase.
No. And that is before you talk about like domestic laws in Saudi Arabia that still punish homosexuality.
So this charity that's offering me money...
Saudi Arabia is what America wishes it was if Republicans had like full control. So Saudi Arabia is basically like America in like the next 20 years.
I don't know what to say, dude. Like, what is
made artificial? Hasan, what do people of Saudi have to do with politics? Stop with the pitchfork statements, please, man. Wait, what? The people of Saudi Arabia have nothing to do with politics.
1 more month until a year.
But the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is incredibly political. What the fuck do you mean? I'm a political commentator. I talk about Saudi Arabia regularly. What? Brother, my friend, do you not see me talk about America? Does that mean I blame every American? I'm an American. The American government is straight up genocidal, okay? Brutal. Does that mean every American is individually responsible for the actions of the American government? Especially when it comes down to Saudi Arabia, I would go so far as to say that the Saudi people have even less of a say in what happens in the Saudi government, in the Saudi kingdom, right? Sure, and Saudi isn't innocent either. Why is your answer boycott everything, though?
LG Bald.
Because these kinds of actions, as I described to Mizkif, these kinds of actions are very deliberate attempts. Israel engages in such actions regularly as well. I'm muting TTS now, sorry. Donos love writing fucking paragraphs. These kinds of actions are done deliberately to whitewash Saudi crimes against Yemen, to whitewash Saudi crimes in general against their own people. This is how the Saudi government is presenting itself to the Western world as not a brutal monarchy, a brutal theocratic monarchy that still has horrifyingly antiquated barbarian laws at the domestic level, that is currently engaging in a genocide in Yemen at the foreign policy level, America's greatest ally in the Middle East, but instead just a place where rich people can go and, like, you know, look at the charities that we're engaging in. It's called sports washing. And esports is certainly a part of this as well. That's precisely why they have that, like, fucking fat golf tournament deal that they had that was pretty controversial. And that's why the price tag is pretty fucking high, too. They're trying to make themselves look like a fun place while trying to hide the terrible shit they do. Exactly. So you have the opportunity to go along with that. Or you have the opportunity to say, hey, I'm not going to take it. And I am someone who has been offered by the KSA Tourism Board sponsorship opportunities in the past. And these are very wonderful opportunities. Make no mistake. They are incredibly well paid. And this was at a time when I did not have any money whatsoever, when I was at the Young Turks. And this was a thing where, like, they were offering a lot of fucking money, and they treat you really well when you go. Well, the supporting the U.S. government in their fight for freedom is whitewashing. They're nuking Japan in the Iraq War. There's a limit to everything, Hasan. You mean well, but the people you genuinely call us terrorists for this reckless rhetoric, moron. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't think you've heard the things I've said about the American government. If you think. Listen, my brother in Allah, I will tell you something, okay? Oh, brother, just Google my name and Fox News. My man came in here and was like, wow, you're whitewashing America. Am I? Am I now? There's a reason why I haven't gotten my Freedom of Information Act request from the FBI yet. You know, they have not fulfilled my Freedom of Information Act request to see what kind of files I have within within their database. What's up? Did you miss every stream that I've done literally until this very moment? I mean, you and I would say the same shit if people asked about the American government sponsorship to cover up atrocities. It's not like we are being biased. It's reality. We hate all the state propaganda shit. Exactly. Let's continue. Officially man-made famine happening in Yemen. So I described this stuff. Next, Hasan explained the concept of sports watching, which is using sports and sporting success to spread positive propaganda about their country. Hasan says Saudi Arabia is doing this with both sports and esports to build the brand of the country, hence the sponsorship.
Esports, the Saudi Arabian government, and they're doing esports washing. Bro! And they're doing esports washing.
You know, OTK MBS collab, bro.
All sports watching.
At the end of the talk, Mizkif decided he isn't going to accept it. Will not be going to Saudi Arabia. Saying, I guess I'm going.
I don't know what to say, dude. Like, what is going on? I thought it was a sponsorship. I guess I'm not going.
Anyway, they have a whole storage facility just to document your usage of the word blammo to confirm your ethnicity. Hasan, I follow you for a while. I know who you are and where you stand. It sucks that people cancel, hate us because of politics, even though they never met a Saudi person before that saw. Anyways, much love, brother. Just wanted to share my perspective. Bro, I love Saudi people. Like, I have Saudi friends, okay? But like, you know, I am a person who is incredibly critical of governments, especially governments that are engaging in like horrific acts of violence against other governments and other people. And I completely separate the people from the government itself. One thing that I always stress personally is that these Muslim nations especially are not a monolith. What do I always say? One of the things that like people fail to recognize in the United States of America especially is the idea that, you know, oh, these Muslims are all barbaric. Look at them. It's like, motherfucker, when ISIS is like killing gay people, who do you think they're killing? Like, what background are those gay people from? You know what I mean? Of course it's not a fucking monolith. When Saudi Arabia is a Islamic theocracy murdering fucking people in Yemen, they're killing other Muslims, bro. When Mizkif said, I thought that was Iraq, I turned off Twitch for the day. That was the worst political take I've seen on the internet in years, no exaggeration. You're shocked that a fucking regular ass American thought that like Iraq did 9/11? Are you kidding me? Hello? Anyway, well, if that's the worst take you've ever seen, trust, brother, you're going to see a lot more today. Let's see what Connor Eats Pants has to say about that.
It's actually a funny story. Miz literally offhandedly like mentioned that to me like in like May. And then I was about to be like, hey, maybe that's not a great idea. And then I thought about having to explain like geopolitics to Mizkif in that moment. And it was just us in the room. And I just said, you know what? It's not worth it. I was like, yeah, no, have fun. It sounds like a good time. I was about to have a whole conversation. I'm like,
he's like, great weather.
you know, this will catch up with you.
What do you mean they killing other Muslims? Like they all the same? Bro, the point that I'm making is that like these countries are not a fucking monolith. I am a very progressive Turkish person, okay? I am a Muslim from a Muslim family who grew up in a predominantly Muslim country who is very much against the fundamentalist, fundamentalist, proto-fascist Erdogan administration. And there are almost 50% of the Turkish country, of the Turkish population, is also against the Erdogan administration. But to Americans, the reason why I'm using Turkey is because it's my own personal experience. But to Americans, they don't see the people that are fighting their fucking government. That's the issue. Americans think like all Muslims are the same. They have a fucking monolithic approach. They think that like all of these fucking people are just the same. They're all barbaric. They're all fucking Muslim. They're all this. They're all that. And they all deserve fucking violence by the American state. That's the problem. And that's not the case.
Okay, well, I mean, you're never going to take a sponsorship from any place. Like, I mean, listen, I'm an American, but I'm not delusional.
Bro, for me, for the record, I'll just point this out. Like, I'm not taking a fucking military sponsorship. You know what I mean? U.S. Army comes to me and says, hey, Hasan, we would love to fucking collab with you. Fuck no. Do you understand? Like, that's where my code of conduct is. That's where my ethics is. Plenty of Americans would, though, of course. They'd be like, yeah, why the fuck not? That's great. I think that is unjustifiable. But at least even most Americans understand that it's unjustifiable when it comes to the Saudi thing.
I know that for every bad thing that Saudi Arabia's done, America's done 10.
He's not wrong about this, by the way. He is right about this.
Like, that's the truth, right? Is that Saudi Arabia fucks up a lot of people around them, but we fuck up everybody in the world.
And not only that, but also Saudi Arabia is fucking up the people around them with American weapons, with our weapons. They're doing it with our weapons. Let me tell you something about fucking Saudi war crimes and America's involvement real quick, okay? I know I don't have the fucking Asmongold swag that steez, okay? I don't have that fucking World of Warcraft music playing in the background. Let me fucking play some Warcraft tunes, dude. Hold on. I'm gonna pull a Asmongold right now, okay? Let me tell you something, folks. Asmongold is correct. Saudi Arabia is brutal. But America is 10 times more brutal than Saudi Arabia. Okay? 10 times, if not 100. And when Saudi Arabia is brutal, they are brutal with America's go-ahead. Nay, not just with America's go-ahead, but with America's weapons. We sell billions of dollars of weapons to this country so that it can continue in its unjustifiable acts of war against the people of Yemen. Okay? Now let me give you some examples. When Saudi Arabia executed American journalist Jamal Khashoggi in an embassy in Istanbul and chopped his body up, Donald Trump famously came out and said, of course I'm going to keep selling Saudi Arabia weapons. If we don't sell them weapons, you know who else will? Russia. He said, why wouldn't I sell Saudi Arabia weapons? Do you have $10 billion? No. And when the Brandon administration came back, we thought that things were going to change, but of course they didn't. Of course they did not, because Saudi Arabia is seen as our ally. And let me tell you some details about that allegiance. Let me give you examples of what happens in that partnership, in that allegiance. Saudi Arabia is currently engaging in an unjustifiable war in Yemen, a man-made blockade that has caused a man-made famine, an artificial famine in Yemen where children are dying as a consequence of not being able to get food. But when Saudi Arabia attacks Yemen, they use our weapons. So let me give you this example. There was an airstrike led by the Saudi and Emirati-led coalition that hit a school bus in Yemen. It killed 40 children. Now, I'm not going to show you the fucking bodies, but you can see the carved out flesh of that school bus with burned out plastic little fucking bags. It was a horrifying sight. This happened in August 2018. And what we found out about said school bus attack was that it was done with American laser-guided missile systems. And it's still going. U.S. says it fired missiles during latest Houthi attack on UAE. U.S. shoots down missiles in UAE attack as the Yemen war drags on. But here it is. The United States supplied the bomb that killed 40 children on that Yemen school bus. 11 adults also died and 79 were wounded. And the bomb sold to Saudi Arabia was made by American defense contractor Lockheed Martin. So we are culpable. We are responsible. Not only do we give Saudi Arabia the go-ahead, we also give Saudi Arabia the fucking missiles. We also help Saudi Arabia with its targeting systems. We also help Saudi Arabia with its refueling of planes. Understand that yes, Saudi Arabia is a brutal country, and both domestically and with its foreign policy, but its foreign policy brutality is 100% guided by America. Okay? We do everything but pull the trigger. There you go. Let's hear what else he has to say.
Recent government was largely behind 9/11. It was largely behind 9/11. You know what government I think was largely behind 9/11? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I was just asking if you guys knew if I knew. Yeah, I have no idea.
What is this man saying, dude?
Yeah, I have no clue. How could I possibly have any idea? Anyway, let's read a few of these comments here, and we're gonna go from there. Don't go that far, dude. All right, you know what? I'll fucking say it. I think that American government knew 9/11 was gonna happen. I think they let it happen. I think they let it happen to solidify their control over the stranglehold of the media and also the government. And I don't think that they caused it to happen. I think they let it happen. And
they might have. They played a pretty significant role in developing the cells, the network of terrorist cells that operated basically carte blanche within American borders. I'm just saying, you know, they certainly overlooked it. They certainly, like, I don't know, did the Jesus Christ-like thing of turning the other cheek. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is a good take. Okay, that's a bit far, but sure. No, none of that is fucking far, dude. Example of esports watching. UAE recently sponsored a Dota tourney in Dubai, and the broadcast was full of straight propaganda like this. Was very weird to watch. What is this?
A country of dreamers, built for dreamers. If there's one place that deserves this title, it is the United Arab Emirates. There's no other country that has built so much on a foundation of dreams. No other place that has achieved the impossible time and again just because someone dreamt it. Here, dreams have built the fastest, the largest, and the tallest. Here, dreams continue to move humanity forward. Dreams were what turned a desert into one of the world's finest countries. We even dreamt of visiting another planet, and hey, we made it come true. For nearly 50 years, the UAE has been powered by vivid imaginations. And today, as we look to the next 50, we're looking for more dream power. We're looking for those who believe dreams can make our planet a better place. Welcome to the United Arab Emirates.
Damn, bro. So much slave labor went into building all that. You don't even know. That's like the real story behind this is the like hundreds of thousands of confiscated passports. Like hundreds of thousands. And they're just like, hey, you want to see your family? Sorry, you can't. You got to fucking keep building, bitch. Thousands of like secretly buried dead bodies. So much of that. But hey, let me tell you, shrapnel piece of the missile from the Yemen bombing showing it was from the U.S., specifically Lockheed Martin. I don't know if I can show you. Oh yeah, here it is. Here is the bomb used by the Saudi-led coalition in a devastating attack on a school bus in Yemen. Was sold as a part of U.S. State Department sanctioned arms deal with Saudi Arabia. Munitions expert told CNN. Yeah. How do people screaming foul? Would gladly take the money. HasanAbi, not saying that's you, but it would take a lot for me to turn down a big old check like that. Yeah, well, you're in a different predicament than myself, though, and a lot of these other streamers, too. So you have to remember, like, I wouldn't do this even when I had you know, even when I was in a way, way worse financial predicament than I'm in now. But I certainly don't feel the need to do any of that now because of my financial freedom afforded to me by this community. That's it. Like, I rejected it back when I didn't have any money, and it would have been fucking life-changing. It would have been awesome. But I'm an idiot, so that's, you know. You're welcome, fuckface. I mean, I didn't do it back then, and I certainly wouldn't do it now. The reason why I mentioned I certainly wouldn't do it now is because, like, I have this incredible community.
So basically, the way that I make all my decisions is a very simple question. Is this beneficial to me? And if it's beneficial to me, then I do it. That's it. Everything else below that is like, I would say it's subtext, but to be honest, it's not even on the page. That's it. Now, I would do probably the Saudi Arabia thing, but there's no fucking way I'm gonna travel. That's it. Maybe that's a trend.
He said he would 100% do it if he didn't have to travel. That's hilarious. He's like, yeah, fuck. He's like, I don't give a fuck, bro. That's so funny. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Accurate history, it's probably not over history, but today it's probably not. I don't know.
For the record, like, I get where his line of reasoning is coming from, which is what the Botes sisters said too. They're like, damn, y'all are fucking grilling us about Saudi Arabia. Like, what do you think America's doing? You know what I mean? And that's still the truth. Like, there is truth to that. It's like, what do you think? Saudi Arabia's fucking war crimes are going unnoticed? But like, for me specifically, I would not do the fucking pro-America whitewash initiative either. You know what I mean? And plenty of these people would do that, and no one would yell at them. Like, no one's going to fucking yell at you for doing a sponsorship with the army. I wish for a future where people would actually fucking, you know, I wish for a future where people do actually say that, though, because that would be sick. But it's also not solid reasoning at all. It's literally America did slavery, so slavery is fine in other countries is completely deranged take. No, I mean, back at the time when the Bota sisters said that, I said that exact same thing that you're writing in the chat. So you can be consistently pro-slavery. It would just be bad. You would be a bad person. Like, you can be consistent and consistently bad. Do you understand? But most people are not consistently bad. They're usually just inconsistent. Inconsistent, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Do you understand? Do you get it?
I think that America contributes a lot of negativity around the world and negative effects around the world. Would you take a sponsorship from Russia? Take a sponsor for, it depends on what it is. Like, I mean, a sponsor, like if Vladimir Putin sponsored me, I don't know, probably not. I think that'd be kind of weird.
Wait, what the fuck? He wouldn't do a Vladimir Putin sponsorship, but he'd do a Saudi Arabian one? What the fuck? Homie, that's the same thing. But this is what I mean. Dude, this is literally what I mean, bro. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. The American media has so successfully crafted a very deliberate narrative. They have manufactured consent that Saudi Arabia is our allies. So when they're our allies, they don't cover the Saudi war crimes in the same way that they cover the Russian war crimes, because Russia is our adversary, right? Russia is bad. Saudi Arabia is like problematic, but still a very important partner. So when that happens, the average American doesn't think about it like that. I'm sure if you asked him about fucking China, he would probably have a similar take on China. He'd be like, wow, I would never do a trip to China. China is really, really bad. Why? The only consistent factor there is that America has decided that China is bad and Russia is bad and Saudi Arabia is good. Or even if not good, sometimes bad, but we don't even want to talk about that. Like, we shouldn't talk about it. You feel me? It's easy to be like, well, these people aren't political, so they don't know any better, but they aren't using using their ignorance as an excuse to profit off of horrors. I mean, they're not doing it, so I don't know what to tell you. Slow down. He didn't say Russia. He said Putin specifically. Man, you know what he said. Shut the fuck up.
But that's about it. It's interesting take. No, it's not really. It's just and there were people that were mad about this. So basically.
Anyway, I want to go see fucking Yilong Ma. Okay. Would you accept a sponsorship from Putin? No, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Would you expect that? Would you accept a sponsorship from Putin? No, dude. No, I would not. Yo, that's so funny, dude. What the fuck? He just... That's so good. What if he gave you $10,000? Yeah, dude. I mean, that was Putin. You are now on his list, the naughty list. Do it anyways. Motherfuckers think you get sponsored by Putin already. Yeah, no, I'm good.